Hello everyone, this is Sealeaf Gaming and today I will be explaining how to build an automated crop farm. This build will give you a clean system where you can separate the normal and golden crops while keeping the number of extra seeds low. I know there are build guides out there, but the popular ones I've seen have problems with things like large number of excess seeds and inefficiency. This build will aim to solve some of those problems. First, let's look at the completed farm to give you a general idea of the space and material you need. This build is 9 blocks wide and 20 blocks long. However, this can change based on how you structure your crop transportation and how much crop you want to plant simultaneously. I am doing 2 rows of 10 crops, which usually results in the harvest of 8 to 10 normal crops and 0 to 2 golden ones. The rest will be processed for seeds to be planted again. If you want more, you can extend the plot vertically or make it wider. Mind you, if you do this, you may want to add more seed extractors to increase seed production speed. Anyways, this number is good for me because this gives me sufficient crops to run 2 critter farms that will go into 2 fishing farms. I will probably make guides for these in a future video. Before we start building, let's look at the materials you need. 20 robot farm arms, 5 robot arms, 2 seed extractors, 2 sprinklers, 1 electricity generator, 8 electrical wires, 5 conveyor belt splitters, whole bunch of conveyor belts, 20 blocks for a crop, 20 seeds, 16 normal crops, and 1 golden crop and an optional switch. Equipment wise, you want to have a shovel and hoe. Alright, let's start building. I'm going to start with conveyor belts on the left for the seed extractors. 4 conveyor belts going up, 2 seed extractors facing left, with 2 robot arms pointing to the right. This section will pick up crops, put them in the extractors, and dump the seeds to the conveyor belts. The reason why I have 2 is because these machines take a pretty long time to extract seeds. Anyways, continue with the conveyor belts going 1 right, 13 up, and 6 right. At this point, I'm going to dig for my crop space. I recommend using a Galaxy shovel. 10 space is going down while keeping 1 space next to the conveyor belt. After that, I'm going to refill the middle and put the planting blocks. Don't forget to use your hoe to till the land afterwards. Next is placing the robot farm arms. Then more conveyor belts. 11 down, 2 left, 1 down. Let's power these arms to give it a test run. I'm going to place the generator in the middle with a switch right below it and lay wires to the robot farm arms. The switch isn't a requirement, but I like to have the options to turn off the farm without removing parts. You also have a few choices in your placement of the generator. I only put it here because I didn't want to use more than 1. Just remember that these generators power a limited range around them, so you want them in the center of your systems. Let's drop 20 seeds near the extractors to make sure the robot arms are functioning as intended. Time for the crop selection section. 2 robot arms pointing up below the left pointing belts. Filter 1 for seeds and the other for golden crops. Place 1 more robot arm facing up, 1 space down from the belt pointing downwards. You don't need to filter this one, but for the sake of clarity of how the system works, I'm going to select normal crop. Make sure to power all of these with electrical wires. For the next section, I'm simply going to show you visually where to place the belts and splitters. It's a mouthful if I try to explain with words. Now, with all the belts set up, let me explain what is happening. The two robot arms on the right will take the golden crop and extra seeds out of the farm. The third one will take all the normal crops and put it through a system where it takes 56.25% of them for seeds and the rest for whatever you want to use them for. You might ask why I'm not doing the simple 50-50 split. The reason is that there is a small chance that your crops may yield a golden one, so if you take that out of the system, you don't have enough seeds to grow a full batch. For example, if you get 2 golden fruits, that means you have 18 normal ones. If you use a 50-50 split, that means you only get 18 seeds and now you have 2 empty farming spots. Repeat this a number of times and you'll eventually run out of normal crops and seeds. Now, I don't know the exact percentage of gold crop yields, but this ratio has worked out well for me. I haven't run out of seeds, and I also haven't produced too much extra seeds. It's not perfect, but I think it's in a good spot. Alright, time to test if the splitting mechanism is properly working. I'm going to drop 16 normal crops on the belts. If 9 goes towards the seed extractor and 7 goes out, it's working as intended. Let's finish this up by collecting the test fruits, wiring the rest of the machinery, and laying the sprinklers. I'll finish this video up by showing how the entire system works as a whole. If you found this guide helpful, consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. I'm planning to do guides and reviews for various games that I personally find enjoyable. Alright, till next time, have fun with Core Keeper.